أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي آمين يا رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. This is our second lesson in the catch-up series in which we are going to study the types of words in Arabic language, inshallah. So let's begin with our lesson. Alright, so we did alphabets and the grammatical aspects of some alphabets, alright, mainly Hamza. And now we are going to see how they form words and then how they form different kinds of words, alright. So whenever an alphabet, alright, I have it put out. Alright, so whenever the alphabet is joined or it carries a vowel sound, also called a harkat, it forms a word, alright. And a more elaborate commentary on words and types of words is coming up, alright. But at this moment I want you to focus on the three broadest and the major categories of words, alright. So the three major types of words are ism, fi'l, and harf. All right, and we are going to study. We're going to start our study from ism, inshallah. Okay, so let's just study in a very brief manner and just get a concept of what each of these words mean. All right, so let's begin with ism. Okay, in English, ism is called noun. All right, however, unlike English, there are some things that are also included in the category of ism in Arabic, but they are not included in the category of noun in English. Okay, so in English we have the definition of noun as a name of a person, place, thing, all right, that is it. And to some extent, name of an action, okay, or name of an idea. All right, so that's something totally different, or some subcategories one could say. So these are the basic definitions that or the basic categories that come under the definition of noun in English. But in Arabic, we have pronouns, adverbs, adjectives, and the pointing nouns in English in the definition of ism as well. All right, this is something that is different in Arabic. So what are pronouns? Pronouns are your words such as he, she, it, they. They are the ones that are used in place of some other ism in order to avoid repetition. Okay, so we have words in English such as he, she, it, they, and in Arabic we have words such as huwa, hiya, hum, hunna, all these. All right, we're going to study all of these in a great detail, inshallah. Then we have the adverbs. What are adverbs? They are the words that define how an action has been carried out or will be carried out. Okay, so that's what. So if somebody is walking lazily, you say that that's how that person is walking. All right, so it's defining the action. That's an adverb. Then an adjective is the one that describes a noun. Okay, so a lazy boy. So okay, you get the idea. Then the pointers, this, that, those, all right, and these, for example. Okay, and of course we are going to study the pointers in this next section, which will be about your fragments. Okay, so we're going to study all of these, inshallah. So I hope that these are clear. Now coming towards this name of an action thing, what do I mean by this? Okay, well, explanation, for example. So you see there are some words in English that end in, for example, tion or sion. All right, so for example we have the words such as examination, excavation, cumulation, accumulation, excavation, then cavitation, consolidation, all right, then submission, all right, alternatively, so alteration. Okay, so these kind of things, or even union. All right, so these are your names of action. They're not the action that is being carried out at that very moment or something, or even that is going to be carried out in the future or has been carried out. It doesn't signify the tense. These words are the names of actions, right? So explanation, delineation, deviation, all these things, these are your names of actions. Okay, this is what. And then of course name of an idea. Okay, next we have fail. Okay, let's zoom it a bit. This is good. Okay, so what is a fail? In Arabic, fail, well, in English as well, anything that signifies the time period of an action in which it has taken place, that is called a fail. Okay, so if something that has happened in the past is fail mazi, okay, and that's past tense, of course. All right, then we have fail muzare for present and future tenses. Okay, now there are ways to differentiate between present and future tenses, and we are going to study that in the fail section, inshallah. Okay, so this is your fail muzari. The only thing that I want you to remember regarding fail is that it has to show you when the action took place. All right, is it past, is it present, is it future, what is it, continuous, all right, so on and so forth. So these are your fail. All right, and of course the difference between fail and the name of an action here is the very fact that the name of an action does not tell us when a certain action took place or is going to take place. Okay, while the fail tells us exactly when the action has taken place or will take place or is being taking place. Okay, is taking place currently. Okay, so that's what. All right, then finally we have harf. What is a harf? Harf is something that I like to call as particle. All right, they are meaningless alone, but they give very powerful meanings, or they give important meanings whenever they're written next to ism or fi'l. Okay, so for example, we have the word Allah, which means upon. Okay, inna means indeed, and li is also a particle. Okay, and it has three meanings, it has three different usages. In one of the meanings, it acts as a preposition. All right, so let's get to the examples. What do I mean by they are meaningless alone? If I simply say from, all right, so I'm talking to somebody and I just say from, he is going to look at me inquiringly, that from what, from who. All right, so he is going to demand some more explanation from me. Okay, so they are meaningless alone. However, if I say something, if I join it with any noun, okay, so for example, from the school or from him, all right, so that's how we know that it's from him and not to him, or all right, so that's kind of thing. So that's why they are meaningless alone, but they give meaning, they become meaningful with ism or fi'l. All right. So this was our brief introduction about the different words in Arabic, and I hope that you have understood them. However, if you need more elaboration, just let me know and I'll get back to you, inshallah. Okay, so let's end our lesson, and in the next lesson, inshallah, we're going to study about tanween. So that is something that is going to open the doors towards the Arab. All right, so barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'anil Hakim. I'll see you in the next lesson. Allah Hafiz.